This afternoon I am shooting headshots for a few actors at the Orange Theatre Company here in the heart of Amsterdam. I'm going to be shooting tethered straight into EVOTO, which means my retouching is done instantly. In terms of my lighting setup, I'm going to be using the Elinchrom 100C. It is an LED, so it's a continuous light source, and I can be in control of the color temperature. It is either battery powered or you can power it up with a USB-C, and you can see here that I can control the intensity of the light or the color temperature right here on the back of the light. It also tells me how many minutes I have left in the battery indicator instead of percentages. I think that's genius. On the second light, I have the Elinchrom Rotolux Go 35 by 75 centimeter modifier. I may or may not use this light. It is my secondary light. In terms of my camera setup, I have the Nikon Z9 and the 105 1.4 f-mount lens with the FTZ adapter. I absolutely adore this lens for portraits. In terms of my settings, because I'm using continuous lighting, I'm going to be shooting on 2/50ths of a second, so that's 1/250, and I will be on f1.4. I will then be shooting on auto ISO. The great thing about shooting with continuous lighting, especially for actors, is that the flash isn't distracting to them. They're used to being under bright lights, and with the continuous lighting, they can really get into character and not be distracted by the flash. The first thing you're going to need to do is to create a new project and give it a name. You'll see with my settings on the right-hand side, I have checked the boxes to import the JPEGs, the RAW files, and then to sync with the previous settings. You can make EVOTO sync with a preset if you like, but I like to change the settings as I'm going along, so I have clicked on sync with previous. It's really important to make sure that you don't have any other software open that involves tethering. It can create conflict, and we all know that we don't need any more conflict in this world. My camera is connected via the tethering cable and I am ready to start shooting. I take a test shot of my assistant to make sure that the settings are up and the preset is allocated to that image. You can see the images coming in now, and the reason we don't have a behind the scenes of me taking the photograph of Bastian is because he was the video operator filming me. I am now going to apply the preset onto Bastian, and I've got a preset that I've made myself, which is called A Great Place to Start. It has male and female changes within it. Here is our first actress giving me an idea of what she would like. Okay, so to start off with, we've got the nice black background, and obviously it's about your face. And I want you to sit in here like this. Point the one shoulder towards me, chin into your shoulder, chin up. In terms of your face, I really want you to feel something. I'm going to direct you as much as I can, but I want it to come from within. If you want to look sad, then feel sad. It's really about the emotion in your headshot. I fire off 5 or 6 shots just to get a test shot to use as my base. I'm really happy with my preset that I've put onto this. As you can see on the right hand side over here, the freckles and the acne and reduced face shine, and I've done a really nice preset, so I'm pretty good to go, except I want to accentuate the hair a little bit more. So I am going to just click on the hair shine enhancement and elevate that just a tad. Yeah, that looks really, really nice. I will now go ahead and shoot a variety of different images under these lighting conditions, and then the client can literally get off her chair, come around and have a look, and she's looking at retouched images. With this white background, I switched to black and white. And with this fabric background, I decided to use a predetermined filter by EVOTO. They have a range of filters, and I think that some of them are really, really cool. So I just have a quick look through the filters, and let's just have a look at this. Yeah, there are a few different options. That's pretty nice. Not for me. Let's go back to P4 and back to shooting. That was the final shot of Celine's headshot session, and now we can go straight into the library and show her the images that we shot. I'm just going to take you through very basic options over here. You can see how you can zoom in and get the images to be a little bit bigger, and then literally you can rate your images with different stars. I'm just doing random ratings here and labels. You can also change colors. We've labeled that one with a red. Let's just do this one as a 4-star, this one as a 5-star, and like I said, I'm just being totally random here. Obviously your client is going to take a bit more time to choose, but they are looking at perfectly retouched images. Once she has rated or labeled them, you could literally just filter out the 5 stars or the 4 stars. And the very cool thing about this process is you only pay for what you export. In this case here, I switched to black and white, but I want to show you something that is pretty cool with regards to the background. I clean up and remove distractions from the background in a few simple clicks, and then carry on shooting, and the previous settings will be assigned to the next image. Remember to use the promo code BRETT for a 15% discount on annual subscriptions and a 20% discount on pay-as-you-go credits up to 200 credits. That's a wrap. A fantastic afternoon here at the Orange Theatre Company in the heart of Amsterdam, photographing headshots for some actors, and the images were tethered right into EVOTO with incredible results.